Have you ever been in limbo supersizing your business? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. In limbo is a region in that exists supposedly outside heaven or hell where people go when they're waiting for a certain event or waiting for something, waiting to it to be determined whether they're going to go to heaven or hell. It is a place supposedly reserved for unbaptized babies, infants, or for pre-Christian people that were just waiting to determine where they were going to end up, or prior to Christ coming again, etc. Things like that. It's from, of course, the Bible and from religion, and it became popular in the 1600s, the early 1600s, to mean an intermediate or transitional state of, or place or state of being, right? Well, in the 1950s, in the West Indies, a popular dance, the limbo, thus the little limboing sheep backwards underneath the stick, where, and we actually played this, it became really popular in the 60s and the 70s around the world. I remember doing it at my aunt's wedding. We did the limbo, where people had two people on either side of a big long stick, and then you would go under it, and then everybody would go under, and if everybody made it or whoever made it, they would lower the stick a little bit each time until finally only one person could go under and limbo under the stick. I don't know, maybe I'm dating myself sharing that game or that party dance, but it was a lot of fun, especially when we were kids, because we were littler and more flexible, and we could get under a much lower stick than the adults could. So, an intermediate or transitional state. Have you been in one as you're growing and building and supersizing your business? I know I've been in several growing different businesses, as well as in my personal life. I had some bouts with illness and some challenges throughout my life and career. And at those times, I always felt like I was in limbo. I was at this little frozen state, and I was just going in circles like a hamster on a wheel, not moving forward. When we hit growth stages in our business, we often feel that way. And I could give a bunch of different business examples, but I think it'd be more valuable to talk about how do we get out of limbo? How do we move out of limbo to continue the growth and supersizing of our business? Number one, we uncover our hidden fears. Usually, and I've said this before, when we hit a stalled position or a transition state, it's because of us as the owner or the leader of the organization. We are somehow becoming a bottleneck and holding us back. And that is a result of our own hidden personal fears and beliefs. We need to overcome and we need to uncover them so we can overcome and find ways to work around them. Number two, we need to keep anxiety in perspective. Like I said, when I've been in that limbo state, remember changing majors in college and changing colleges and changing jobs, or being without a job in corporate America. Those were all states where I felt like I was in limbo. We have to guard ourselves against self-doubt and lowering of our confidence in things, and believing that we're going to stay there forever in order to move on and move out of those states. We need to get out of the problem. Hey, we know we're stuck. We know we're in this position. We know we need to do the next stage of growth, but we have to get out of focusing on where we are, focus on where we want to go, and then what is the next step? How do we get into solution mode and take action as quickly as possible to move us through that limbo state? Number three, we don't want to, we do it fear and what we're afraid of in small doses. We want to start taking little action steps to move us out of that. We don't take massive leaps or jumps. We don't start brand new projects usually, although that might be required. Maybe you're at the stage of your business where you need to add team members. Adding team members, building and creating and developing a new team is a huge growth phase of a company, and it can be scary. So maybe you add a person here and a person there, or you do it a division at a time. You grow a division at a time, depending on how you balance your organization and what type business and industry you're in. Number four, we want to commit to 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day where, I guess I like to look at this a couple of different ways. 1 hour a day, we're going to focus on solutions and where we need to go and what we need to do next. Or 1 hour a day, miring in limbo and feeling sorry for ourselves so we can work through it and let it go. So we can face our fears, so we can look at our comfort zone and move on through that. And number five, trust that we know what to do. One of the biggest things I've learned over my many decades in corporate America and in businesses and helping business owners to grow and supersize their business is they always know what to do. We always know what to do. And we spend so much time telling ourselves, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't decide. I don't know what to do. That if we would stop that little crazy voice in our head that tells us we don't know and just breathe and say, okay, what's next? What is the one next thing, the next step I can do, I can take that will help move me toward what I want? We will spend a lot less time in limbo and a lot more time day by day, step by step, moving toward and achieving our goals and objectives. So I would love to know your experience with in limbo. Have you ever done the limbo dance? And have you ever had a time in your business or even in your life where you have been in what clearly feels like a state of limbo, and an intermediate spot or a transitional state or spot where you just feel a little bit stuck and then get out of it? And if you want to share how you got out of it, that would be really, really powerful. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another spiritual or spiritual well-being related idiom for the month of April. Have a great day.